Good morning. I'm just getting up and showered and ready. I have a counter coverage today in Coralville. It's a new store though that I'm going to. I usually go to the Von Mar there, and today I'm going to the Yonkers, so it should be exciting. At least I won't be driving in a torrential downpour, so. Are we loving this mug? Screw work. I just want to stay home or go home play with my dog. I did buy it at work when I worked there, so can't be used against me. However, I do love my job, but today I'm tired. I had to get up and wash these extensions. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For a little while there, I was like, kind of salty about it. I'm like, I don't know if I really need to get them done. It was 4 months. I can't believe it. It looks so good. Thank you, Sharon, for keeping me fabulous, darling. Are we loving my picture frame? I went yesterday. This is my Academy Advanced Artistry Certification, and I didn't want it to get ruined, so I'm going to, I put it in that for now. I had bought, actually, I'm so mad at Walmart, right? I'm like salty at Walmart because it was the only thing open after I got my nails done. Oh. Let's just take a second and appreciate that these are my real nails. Okay, I had acrylics for so long that I thought that there was just no going back, and these are the real deal, okay? Now, they're not the typical gel nails, because I feel like those are just as damaging as acrylic. They're lying to you and they tell you they help your nails. This is the powder kind, so when they take it off, they're not scraping at your nails and ruining your nails. So my nails were really, really strong without any polish on, without anything. And Kim's Nails in Davenport really does a good job. It's right in that strip mall by Who Hut, if you're in this area. So it's kind of close to Utica Ridge, right across from like Target. There's like Who Hut, Dairy Queen, and Little Caesars. Pizza. I have to do that. So cute, right? I got a nude. Okay, so anyway, I went to Walmart because it was the only thing open after I got my nail fixed because one of the polish like pieces chipped off. On my other hand, I have this nail that just, I slammed it in a door a long time ago, and it just, like, the nail bed is ruined, so we're really trying to, you know, get that healthy again. And I have this habit where I sit and I, like, go like this with it in the car. It's like a nervous habit when it's been storming this past week. I don't even realize I'm doing it. I'm just like, like such a loser, but that's, like, a nervous, like, habit. But it's a panicky thing during, this, like, the rainstorm that we had. Did I say snowstorm? Oh my god, I'm so tired. The rainstorm that we had. So anyway, I went to Walmart and I bought these, like, I'm going to show you. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to reverse the camera. Oh, maybe not. Can I reverse it? Hello? No, I'm just taking photos of myself. Okay, I'll hold it up. Gosh. Okay, so these are those wall gallery things, right? So I was all, like, upset because Walmart didn't have, like, cute gemstone, like, frames. I wanted something really cutesy, and then I seen a shadow box. I'm like, how cool, I could do like an Eiffel Tower. And then I went to the scrapbook section. No comprende. They had nothing, and I was starting to get frustrated. So then, just like by luck, I seen this wall gallery. These are just like little images you can use, and so I'm gonna buy frames for them. And put my Lancome Paris certification in there. Hey, it is I'm all ready finally, and I actually took a little bit more like leisurely time getting ready this morning. It wasn't as much of a rush as I usually am because I'm usually so early to everything. I leave so early. I'm like, you know what, today I'm gonna take my time. I edited a video. I leisurely did my makeup. I had to delete a bunch of videos so I'd have storage to make this one. But yes, I am on my way, and I'm gonna watch this today. This is driving me crazy. I can't get it clean. Like Kingston's nose. It drives me crazy. I need to go through the car wash. I'm gonna do that on my way home after work, and I'm not going to be going anywhere for the next, on my next few days off. So hopefully it can stay clean. I apologize if you don't know. It's dog nose, like happy German Shepherd dog nose. So my apologies. It really bothers me though because I can see it. Ah! rest of my truck is clean, I promise. Anyway, so I am on my way to Yonkers, and this is my first time going there at the Coralville. You know what I've noticed? It's also really bothering me, and I don't know if it's because I'm not feeling the best. Like, I feel like really nasally. Well, I'm actually feeling okay, but like I have like allergy stuff, so I've had a runny nose, a little bit stuffy, and it always happens this time of year with like the fluctuating in weather. Probably part of getting old, an old goat. But I've noticed myself, and I know it's recent because I catch it and it bothers me and I subconsciously do it, but my accent is changing. Don't ask me how or why. I am from Wisconsin, and let me just tell you, okay, that accent now. I mean, when you grow up somewhere, you don't realize you have an accent. It just is. You just learn to talk, obviously. But now when I watch, like, people's Facebook Lives, or just, like, I'm talking to people, ew, the Wisconsin accent is disgusting. Ew. Still love you, Wisconsin. But ew. And a lot of people used to be like, oh, you sound like you're from Canada when I first moved here. Because I'd be like, bag. I don't know. Okay, bag. Maybe it is bag. Bag. I don't know. Now I'm confused. And then I'd say boat. Okay, now that does sound very Wisconsin. And I can't, like, ew. Okay, but what I notice is the way I say so. Okay, so that's normal, right? But I'll be like explaining things to customers. I'm like, so. And I'm like, like, where is this? So, like, what accent is that even? Like, what part of the U.S. talks like that? Is that an Illinois thing? Is that an Iowa thing? I mean, I've been here for a long time now. I'm like, so, this is really nice. It's so. How do you like that? I'm like, so, ew. It bothers me. So I've been subconsciously catching myself, like, after the fact. Comment below. Tell me, is that like an Illinois thing? Is it an Iowa thing? Is it just a me being, like, crazy thing? Like, what is it? I don't know. However, I have not been feeling the best. I don't think it's related to that, like with the allergy type stuff. Like, today I'm actually doing okay, but I've been, like, stuffy, and I don't get colds and stuff. And I never had allergy issues until I started moving out to the country. I think it's like whatever they spray in the field, even though it's healthy. I live all the way around it, as you've seen, by cornfields. Okay, I'm checking my mailbox on my way out. I had to go put air in my darn tire. My neighbor sells doTERRA oils, and I'm not like an all-natural person by any means, and there's nothing against it. I've never found it to be like a priority as far as spending the extra money on like all-natural and like oils. However, with that being said, I really, truly, truly believe in the eucalyptus, okay? Anytime I've had the flu or had gotten really like sinusy in the past, I've had that going just by chance in my diffuser. And if you start using that oil before it gets bad, it'll take your symptoms away and you'll be better. If you don't do it, I get worse. Like, I'll either end up getting a sinus infection or like bronchitis or something every time. Eucalyptus is like the miracle oil of all the oils. Like, I have frankincense and like, I really want to get the rose though, but it's like $190. I'm just not willing to spend the money on that. It's like not, it's on my list of things, but it's like not high on my list of things. But that one, like, if you get allergies or if you get like sinusy, bronchitis-y, pneumonia type stuff in the winter, flu symptoms, like hardcore flu, not stomach flu, that truly works. If you hit it in the beginning of like your very beginning symptoms, or even as like a precautionary thing, I promise you, either you'll get better faster or it'll prevent it altogether. It works like a charm every time. I mainly started it because my son, and this is why we don't get the flu shot. Anytime as a baby, I would get him the flu shot, and I'm not anti-vaccine, okay? Don't go all like crazy. I mean, I get every other vaccine, but the flu shot. First of all, the flu shot, it's not guaranteed to be whatever strain it's actually out. But anytime as a baby he would get the flu shot, he'd get deathly sick, like pneumonia or bronchitis. Okay, it was maximum recording time reached. I have got to get a vlogging camera. It's on my list of things to get. Okay, that's like high on my list. Anyway, so my son as a baby would get pneumonia and bronchitis like a week or so after getting the flu shot. And sometimes he would get it repeatedly in the winter, and it was really scary, obviously, as a baby. So I don't mess with the flu shot. And I've always gotten sick. And as a kid, like my son was born not breathing and with a cord wrapped around his neck. He's the only child I've had naturally. My other two were really high-risk pregnancies, cesarean, besides the point. Whatever, I always feel like his lungs, like there's always a little something. And me as well, when I was really, really little, my parents lived in this apartment complex, and there was mold in it, like visible mold, and they had it tested, and apparently I was in the hospital for a month because of the pneumonia I had as an infant. Well, no. I'm confused. Okay, so as an infant, I was in the hospital for a month with breathing issues. For a whole month when I was like first born, it was really scary. And that's back in the day before like medicine was, okay, and that makes me sound so old, but like now children's medicine is like evolved. Thank God I lived. Okay, but then like fast forward, I think it was like 4 or 5 years old. My parents lived in an apartment complex. That's how I knew there was a gap. That wasn't the exact time. Anyway, and my parents sued the apartment complex because they had it tested. They weren't like, oh, sue happy or anything. I got deathly sick, to the point where the doctors are like, her lungs might not ever be right. And I've been like, okay. However, I really am worried about lung cancer in the future, even though I'm not a smoker, which I feel like doesn't even matter. Secondhand smoke is everywhere, which I could like kill everybody for like subjecting people to that. Like if you want to smoke and kill yourself, fine. Don't be blowing smoke in your kids' faces and stuff. And my grandma too, like God rest her soul, I love her dearly. She would like have her friends over, and you'd walk into the dining room with clouds of smoke. And that was the thing. She'd have her brandy and her cigarettes, and they would bullshit, and it was like they had the best time. But I was constantly breathing that in. As a kid, my mom, same thing, smoke in the car. Ew, there's nothing grosser. But anyway, on top of all that secondhand smoke, I had that lung issue as a baby, and then all that mold. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to die of lung cancer? Like, I'm so worried about that for myself. So I don't mess with the flu shot either, because I feel like my immune system is never, especially after my accident and all the crap, like it's not, I don't know. So eucalyptus has saved my life. I'll even get to the point where my nose gets so dry and my throat hurts. So I'll take a little bit, and usually you're supposed to mix it with a carrier oil, but I just put like a teeny little dab on my nose, because when my nose is really dry, you can't sleep at night because you're constantly awake trying to breathe, and that just really opens everything up, and you can breathe, and it keeps everything from getting super dry and uncomfortable. And then I'll diffuse it like a mad woman all throughout the house in the winter and fall. Like this is the time now where it's going to start to get cold, to really be proactive. And so I've been out of eucalyptus for a while, but I have tea tree or melaleuca, and I'm like, well, that's probably very similar. It's not the same. It's not the same. And I know it's not the same, but they're supposed to do similar things to my knowledge. Don't like crucify me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're similar, at least. I think melaleuca helps, but for some reason, if I just do straight eucalyptus, I have the best results. And I'm really like pro medications, like pro science, pro like pharmaceutical, because you know what? They're there for a reason. And I'm sorry, if you're in the hospital with pneumonia, you want those damn antibiotics, right? Like it's all fine and dandy when you're healthy to be all natural and stuff. It bothers the hell out of me. If you want to be all natural, that's wonderful and fine. But don't, like, we need medications, okay, for a reason. And for extreme cases, yes, I know there's going to be a lot of, like, debate on that. There's so many people with an opinion. Well, this is mine, okay? If you don't like it, just fine. You don't have to. But let me have my opinion. Anyway, we get every other vaccination but the flu. Because what's the point? It's never even right, you know, the flu vaccine. There's so many strains of the flu that it's like, it's a shot in the friggin' dark. And then you risk because they're injecting you with live virus. I don't know how potent it is. But I always get like the chills and aches and pains for a couple of days after. I'm like, forget it. I've never once had the flu, like the full-blown flu. And I know it just takes one time and it kills a lot of people. But I feel like flu shots, sorry. Hand sanitizer. Wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. I was at the nail salon yesterday, and I love my peeps there. They do a wonderful job. And their daughter actually asked London if she'd like her nails painted. I'm going to insert a picture somewhere in here. And she's, I think she's 10 or 11, her daughter. And she's super passionate about it and wants to do nails. And that's super exciting to, you know, carry on her family business. She's the cutest kid. She was so proud. But the mother was doing mine. She was like taking I have that powder gel on. So they don't scrape it and do like anything crazy. They let it soak. But she was coughing up a storm. And I was like, oh my gosh. She wasn't really, I mean, she was trying to cover her mouth, but she's doing my nails. So every once in a while she'd be like, you know. I'm like, oh my God, I really hope she's not sick. She's like, oh, I have allergies and a tickle in my throat. But she was hacking and coughing the whole time I was there. I'm like, and she was drinking water and chewing gum. I'm like, that's not a tickle. So I don't want to be rude or anything. I didn't say anything, but I'm thinking in my mind, oh my God, at least wear one of those masks. That scares the hell out of me with my kids. It's one thing if I get sick, but then I could also pass it to my kids. Like, just be respectful. Put on a mask. You know, you work in a public place and you're this close to me doing my nails, you know. Like I said, I love them. They're the sweetest people. And what I love about them is they're not in and out. They don't want, you know, they're not looking for a quick turnover. They will like take my finger, each finger, and they'll look at it, study it, and make sure that it's filed correctly and the shapes are right and the precision is good and my nails aren't like this thick with the gel. I've had so many bad experiences. But now I'm starting to get to know them, and I bring them like little goodies. Like when we have gift with purchase and I buy, I'll just give them, you know, like the little bags and stuff. Like, there's an exit. Just because I like to support the counter, so I'll purchase things, and yeah. I like to spoil people. That's like my love language. I'm a gift giver. So, anyway. Long drive. For some reason, I feel like Iowa City is more daunting than going to Peoria, but it's not true. Peoria is an hour and 14 minutes, and Coralville's an hour and like 35 or something, so it's really not that much different to go. But for me, it's like, I hate driving. I mean, I don't mind if I'm excited about the counter. Like, I love going to Peoria. That counter is just like phenomenal. The dynamic, everyone gets along, the energy is high, the managers, everybody's wonderful. And then there are some counters who, although they may be wonderful, you know, you just jive with certain people. And I love, like I said, I love my job. But we all have our favorites, like, let's be honest. And sometimes driving to some of those places, it's like, because it's so long by the end of the day after a shift and then the drive. But I'm just so thankful to have the hours and stuff. Like, it's cool. It's hard in this industry, you guys. It's hard. It's cutthroat because freelancing, it's very competitive pay. And it's so much different than working at the counter. So the hours are sparse. And if you're not producing high dollar for the company, then you're not going to get as many hours. It's just the way it is. And that's like how it is with everything. So I'm really, really proud of myself. My last national event, I really performed. They wanted us to have an AUS of at least 300 per transaction. So each client we come into contact with, they're booked by appointments. We have an hour with them. We spend most of our time on skincare, pampering the client, doing a spa experience. I go the full 9 yards. I do the facial, I do the massage on the neck, the runner's day lift. And if we don't have that, I'll do like an absolute treatment, and then I do a hand massage, and I demonstrate the oils, and I go all out because I want everyone to feel like a princess. They all have paid money to be there, and I want them to want to come to the next one and fall in love with our products, because I genuinely love our products. But I really kicked butt. My average was like, at least some of them I did like $650 per client, some of them was like $400. It was always above the $300 mark, and so that made me really happy. I'm using that technique. If you've seen my how I sell absolute every customer, that works. It works. Not only does it work, it's true. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and find that video, how I sell absolute every client, because I use it too, and that's why my skin's looking clear. It's the best. I'll let you go for now. I will talk to you soon. Toodaloo. Hey guys, I just got done with another Halloween look. This is my ZomBAE look. I just got super inspired because it's such a gloomy day. I did a mix of two looks that I was inspired by Nicole Guerrero. She did like a face paint one a couple years ago, and then like a zombie look. And so I just kind of mixed the two of them to combine my own look. And I had so much fun. It took me a couple hours. I wish, like, as I get better, because again, this is like my first year doing Halloween makeup, I'll get more precise with the teeth. But I really think I did a decent job with the blending, and a lot of the Lancome products. A few other things were used though to get the like intense pigment. But yeah, these liners really dry and crack fast on the lips. Do I look pretty?